Batman Arkham City is the best superhero game I've ever played in my life. It was a complete game changer for me when I was young and redefined how I judge games. But let me explain how. When I first picked up Batman Arkham City, I was very young and I kind of had the idea that every superhero game plays the same. You fight the bad guys, you save the innocents, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That formula is still used to this day, so it works. But City flipped this method on its head. See, in the story of this game, you're trying to save the criminals of Gotham from Protocol 10, which is a plan to eliminate all the inmates within Gotham City. Right off the bat, I was surprised. In most games, these are the men you're supposed to hate. You know, the bad guys. But here, they're the victims. And this is one of the first games that I have ever played at the time that explored that concept that prisoners are not all monsters. This game also dives deep into Batman's core principle. See, throughout the game, you get poisoned by Joker's blood. He's sick and dying, and have only a couple of hours to find a cure and save yourself. And on top of all of that, you have to stop Protocol 10. Joker also reveals to you as the player that he has poisoned all of Gotham with his blood, so now it's not just a race to save yourself, but to save the innocents of Gotham as well. This forces you to find a cure, which will indirectly allow Joker to cure himself. So Batman then finds Mr. Freeze. He gets Mr. Freeze to make a cure, but Mr. Freeze explains to him that this is the only batch that he can make and that he won't be able to make it for a long while, basically until after they're dead. The cure will come back out again. So these are the only ones in existence. Batman stops Protocol 10 after it already began. Some people's lives were lost, but he ultimately shut down its goal before it can reach its final phase. He then goes after Joker. They fight. Well, they don't actually fight. He fights Clayface, who was pretending to be Joker. Then he tries, and this part of the story is the thing that fundamentally changed me. This was the part of the story that made me realize that this game is legendary. Joker stabs Batman, causing him to drop the second vial of the cure. This means now Joker cannot cure himself. Joker is now in a sort of panic. He's frantically all over the ground trying to sap up that cure so he can save himself, but it's too late. There's no way he can get into his system now. Batman then looks at Joker and then says one of the most powerful quotes that I think Batman has ever said. One of his most powerful quotes, at least to me.
Do you want to know something funny? Even after everything you've done, I would have saved you.
And this right here fundamentally summarizes who he is as a hero. It lets you know his mindset when he's fighting these villains. He doesn't see them as these irredeemable creatures who are subhuman. He sees them as people, genuine people who can become better, become more than what they are. This is the reason why he doesn't go for his first option of murdering them, because that takes away their chance to change their ways. And to me, I think that's just it's such an engaging, it's such an interesting philosophy for a hero to have. You know, it's not one that a lot of heroes take. You know, of course, many other heroes have a no-kill rule, but none of them, well, almost none of them, at least to my knowledge, take it so seriously that they would be willing to let themselves die over it, or others die over it. And I think that's what makes Batman stand out. Love him or hate him, his no-kill principle is what makes him unique. I'm not sure about you guys and where you're at, but for me, it's Friday the 13th, and I thought it would be a perfect video to drop for today. A little bit more of a, I don't know how to put it, I guess a more serious type video. You know, not me really like, you know, punching holes into games like I usually do in my other reviews and stuff like that. So I just wanted to, you know, drop this really quick. This is a game that I'm very passionate about, and I've loved it for years. And yeah, basically, this is future me going back over this video. I just wanted to drop that in. I know that this video is a little bit late. I'm gonna try to have a more consistent schedule for now on. I'm gonna try to. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, so and guys, that's my take on Batman Arkham City. If you liked it, Leave a like. Tell me your opinion in the comments below. I love to respond to you guys, especially if you make great points. And as always, I'm Moonlight F, and I'm looking out for you.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.